Well, Friday is International Beer Day, and we thought we'd get the celebration started early with something really unique. Now, when you hear beer and college, all kinds of visions may come to mind. However, Eastern Michigan University has something much different brewing on their campus. They offer a 4-year fermentation science degree program, and they recently won 4th place at the U.S. Open College Beer Championships, which is awesome. To learn more, we are joined by Professor Corey Emahl, Professor of Beer. I was teasing you off camera, which is a really cool title. How would you describe this program at EMU?
Well, it's a real hands-on program. We really teach the students the scientific basis of fermentation and all different types of fermentation. So not just beer, but food fermentations, biofuel, pharmaceuticals, this sort of thing.
Oh, okay, so this is a real science.
Yes.
Yes, so let's talk about some of these instruments that we have here.
Yeah, so what we really try to do in the program is we bring together a lot of biology and chemistry courses. So a lot of different hands-on lab skills that they can take into a brewing profession, but also into a lot of other different scientific professions. And a lot of doing these fermentations is being able to take precise measurements to report data, make sure that you're keeping the quality in the product that you really want to do. And those are really transferable skills that we try to give our students.
Okay, but beer is not a bad place to start.
Right.
So we want to perfect the fermentation, and what ingredients and what kind of ingredients are used for those fermentation processes?
Yeah, so all beers basically have 4 ingredients in them. There's water, yeast that does the fermentation, but what we have here are some different grains. So all of the color and the carbohydrates that ultimately form the alcohol come from the grains that we see in the flasks. We've also got hops, these green pellets here, and those are what provide the bitterness and a fair amount of the aroma in the final beer as well. And there's an enormous variety of these, so it's kind of like being a chef with a huge spice drawer.
Very exciting.
Making different combinations gives you different types of beer.
So you can create your own concoction of what you really like. That's
absolutely,
exciting.
and that's really what we try to teach the students to do, is to understand the science behind how those combinations work so they can make some really great products.
That's awesome. So is there a proper way to taste beer as there is with wine? You know, kind of swivel it around in the glass?
Yeah, so let's pour a couple of beers here as sort of a demonstration. So these are beers that our students made that placed in the U.S. Open Beer Championship. We'll pour a light one. This is a Kolsch.
Okay. Now, I also told you everyone here in this studio was like, where was this program when I was in school?
Right. It is, you know, come down and take some classes.
There you go.
But, you know, you can treat it like you treat wine. A nice head on a beer is a good thing. You're not getting less of the product. It's helping the aroma come out. But, you know, always sort of smell before you taste.
There you go. That
it's
smells
the aroma
good.
Leads into the flavor.
That smells really good. Okay, so we have under a minute, really quickly. What kind of careers do graduates of your program go on to?
Right. Well, we've had students go on directly into the brewing industry as from their internships into associate brewing. But we've had students go out into the biotech industry as well, help set up, you know, engineering fermentation systems and a whole variety.
So for all you parents who are worried about this going to end in beer, the possibilities are endless. Now, where can people learn more about this program and Eastern Michigan University?
So if they just Google EMU fermentation, they'll find us. We have a partnership with Nain Rouge Brewing in Detroit as well, where there's an internship program there. It's a little separate. Search for Nain Rouge Brewing School. And at EMU, you don't have to be 21 to take the courses either, so you can come right on in.
It gets more and more interesting, Professor. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Cheers. That was a good one.